New Zealanders, the idea of growing and producing your own wine or making your own craft beer is a utopian dream, especially if you happen to live in a large city like Auckland or Wellington. But there are a few very enterprising individuals who are not letting their urban lifestyles get in the way of realising that dream. That's right, we're going to find out what a dentist, an accountant and a brewer have in common, starting in a Marlborough riverbed. This is a crazy place to plant a vineyard.
Yes, it is. Could have really gone into rock farming, I think.
Moving north to a dentist's dream in Martinborough.
I say, if they can do it, why can't I?
Then finishing up at beer school. Kind of herby, hoppy.
And what do you want, an IPA?
Herby, hoppy.
Yeah, baby!
It's going to be thirsty work, people, but someone's got to do it. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Inner city Auckland is the normal stomping ground for these two, an accountant and a high-flying brewery guy, who along with their wives decided in 2004 that investing in some land in Marlborough might be a good idea. But now that investments become more like a lifestyle. And here at Brookdale is where it all began. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is our 19,000 cubic metre of water in this, which is our irrigation pond. There's a backup water supply for the vineyard.
When did you actually build it? Was it here before the vines?
No, we bought the property, which was just a free-range pig farm, in fact, actually, at that stage.
But pigs.
That was about 2006 we actually bought the land. And
okay.
Then,
Who's we?
So we is myself and Sarah, my wife, and then we got a few other investors into the vineyard as well to help us. It was just purely an investment, as a Queen Street farmer, so to speak. And while I was building the vineyard and planting it out and building the dam, I got approached by another winery here in Marlborough, and I went in there as acting CEO, which is supposed to be just for a 3-month contract. And I was still here 18 months later, commuting down from Auckland. So it was, I got bitten by the bug, really.
Why Marlborough? And then why here in this spot?
The big advantage of it, I think, is that it's in this sort of microclimate type valley,
Okay.
So we've got the hills around it and very open to the north, so we get some beautiful sun. And I guess the fact that our wine that's come off this vineyard has been voted by Cuisine magazine 5 stars, top value wine last year, and also this year again, it's testament to quality, and that's what we try and focus on.
There's no rain in this storm.
The other business partners in the Toi Toi team are Andrew and Julie Bonner. Like Kevin and Sarah, they also live in Auckland, although their patch is an organic lifestyle block west of the city. But at harvest time in Marlborough, it's everyone on the ground, both in the winery and their other vineyard, right on the banks of the Waido River. Amazing, look at all these rocks. This is a crazy place to plant a vineyard.
Yes, it is. We should have really gone into rock farming, I think. But no, the stones are great for the vines. Trap a lot of heat during the day, let it out at night. Marlborough's famous for its Sauvignon Blanc.
Come on, James!
And the man on the ground here in Marlborough that's helping them grow is Chris Young. Chris not only oversees all of the Toi Toi vineyards, but he's an internationally experienced winemaker that makes their award-winning wines.
Here we go, Jed. Come on, here we go.
This looks like a very new vineyard.
Yes, it is. It's 2 years old.
What are you planted here? What?
Oh, Sauvignon Blanc.
Great.
I love Sauvignon Blanc. The whole world loves Sauvignon Blanc. That's what we want.
G'day.
Hey, looking forward to the fruit from this block. As you can see, lots of stones and really exciting terroir here.
It looks like they're really thriving on it, which is crazy because you look at the stones and you think, how can anything grow in that?
Just under those stones is some really fertile soil that's the outwash from the river, and it's doing its thing for sure. That reflected light just makes sure you get nice even ripeness on the back of the bunch, and just sets it up perfectly for harvest.
You're a Sauvignon drinker?
Of course.
Sauvignon fan?
I live in Marlborough, I have to love Sauvignon.
With harvest about to start, it's only fitting that we do something that's become somewhat of a Toi Toi tradition. And it all starts with some coda hunting in the creek that runs through the middle of the vineyard. Do you know, people often say wine smells and tastes better when you drink it in the vineyard than it does, like,
Here's an opportunity to find out.
That was great.
Okay, yum.
Wow.
That is Sauvignon acidity right there.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of ping-ponging around in my palate.
Yeah.
Zesty, beautiful.
Yeah, lovely citrus acidity and yeah, just very much the hallmark of good Sauvignon.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my mum's gooseberry and apple pie.
Oh, yum.
And it's pretty, with cream of course.
Well, we used to have an auntie that we used to go to when we were kids, and she used to make elderberry flower sort of juice.
Yeah.
And I really get sort of some elderflower sort of coming through in it. Yes.
Cool.
What about you, Julie? What do
This reminds me of pasta. Stay home with prawns and chilli and lemon juice. I'll drink to that.
Absolutely. It's got that lovely acidity that just will cut through that sort of food.
I'm
and
sorry,
mix
as
it
soon
really
as
well.
she said prawns and chilli and pasta, I was so...
You were sold. You were sold.
Yeah.
And only moments later, the harvesters move in. This time of year in Marlborough, getting the grapes off the vines is a 24-hour job.
You are the sun and I am the ocean.
Back in Auckland, post-harvest, Julie's made that wonderful prawn and chilli pasta and invited me, Kevin, and Kevin's wife Sarah, the fourth partner in the Toi Toi team, to join them. And we get a great sampling of all the other wines in the Toi Toi stable.
So, Sarah, of course, you come around here and eat like this all the time, don't you?
I do. I eat like a queen every time I come here.
The Sauvignon Blanc with this pasta, the little bit of a kick of chili in there works so
Just a
well
hint,
with
yeah.
the fruity citrus character in the Sauvignon. I think it's magic.
Yay, thank you.
I'm just really inspired by what you're doing, and I want to raise a toast to Toi Toi and you guys. You know, well done, well done. And it's been so lovely to meet you, and you know.
Coming up, it's the dentist's dream and Pinot paradise.
Somehow I can't fight this feeling now. Right or wrong, there's no
Yum.
way out.
So this wine is drinking beautifully now. It's a brand new Pinot Gris. It's crisp, it's crunchy, there's lots of fruit going on. But I know that if I leave it for a year or two or three, it's only going to change and get more complex. What I like to do when I find a wine I really like is maybe buy 6 or 12 bottles, put them away somewhere cool and somewhere dark, and bring a bottle out maybe once every 6 months or once every year, just to taste how it's progressing, to see the differences in the aromas and in the flavours, because there are so many that will show themselves after a year or two. It's really crucial though, if you're going to do that with wine, to put your bottles somewhere where they're not going to get damaged, where heat and light are not going to do their nasty things to the bottles. So somewhere cool and somewhere dark, a cupboard under the stairs, under the house, maybe somewhere in the back of the shed. Then you get the best from your bottle. This one's pretty good now though.
As a busy dental surgeon in the middle of Wellington, Ed Leung and his wife Marjorie have got a very specific passion. They're dedicated Pinot-philes from way back. So much so that they've found themselves a patch of perfect Pinot growing land over the hill in Martinborough.
Yeah, we bought the house here from Petone. It came all the way over the hill and it came in one piece.
And then we start sort of planting the vineyard and the trees and landscaping the area, because before it's just one flat piece of land with 3 cattle trough.
So why on earth did you buy it? I mean, there must have been something quite special about this spot.
It's not so much of the spot, but because it is in Martinborough. And I was tasting a few of the Martinborough Pinot, which is really, really good. And so I said, if they can do it, why can't I?
So tell me about that first vintage, that first harvest.
Where we squashed them ourselves.
Hand pick all the grapes and pick out all the rotten ones, because there wasn't a lot of viticulture in that area that year. And then we got our son to squash the grapes with his feet.
So how have things progressed since then? Have things got easier?
Got better because everything's run very smoothly with Glennis.
So you had some help. She came on board, showed you what needed to happen to get everything working.
She just took over and everything just went smoothly.
Brilliant.
Glennis Hansen has been living and working in Martinborough since the 70s.
Is this a typical Martinborough vineyard?
No, it's quite unusual. It's actually planted in the Burgundian style, If you have a look, we have Pinot planted here.
And it's really close.
The rows are 1.2 metres.
Yeah.
The vines are 900 between them.
Okay.
And you just have one cane
Okay.
with 6 shoots usually off it. So we limit the amount of fruit that we pick off each vine.
Ah, that's how it
And
works.
that, then we get more intense flavours, and it reflects, of course, in the wine.
And the vines are really close to the ground.
Because heat comes down and then it reflects back off the ground.
Okay.
And we get more prone to frost because we're lower too.
Ah.
There's been years when the fruit hasn't come up to standard and we've actually left whole blocks out there
Is that
and
right?
not picked it because it wouldn't make good wine.
Oh my goodness.
It's not all on my shoulders though. The winemaker does. the winemaker
Someone else
has
to blame.
Yeah, they have input too.
All of this hands-on hard work is because of Edward's belief in terroir, that the wine is made in the vineyard. But if that's the case, what's the winemaker's role?
Really, if I've got great, beautiful, ripe, clean fruit coming in, all they have to do is just sort of lead in the right direction and it should do what it's meant to do by itself. You just have to be a little bit probably more technically correct with your winemaking to get away with not fining and filtering, so you can't press too hard so you don't want any phenolic bitterness in the wines.
What is it about the Pinot that comes from this part of the country that you really love?
It's just a really lovely savoury nature of it rather than big fruit bombs. There's attractive fruit, but the savouriness and the complexity that comes from Martinborough I think is amazing.
And so one of the wines that you think would be really good for us to try now, what would that be?
I think the 2013 Special Cuvée Phoenix is tasting great at the moment.
Okay.
Young with plenty of potential.
So where does the name come from?
It's actually Marjorie's Chinese name.
Phoenix?
Yes, because all the Special Cuvées are named after members of the family. So they've had Tristan and Saffron named after the grandkids. There's next year will be Richard.
Right, he's their son.
And also Edward's brother.
I get like baked cherry.
Yeah, I was going to say sour cherry, baked, yep. Some plum, I'm thinking damson.
Damson plum, yeah.
Yep.
I like black tea.
Oh, black tea,
leaf.
yeah.
And it's really soft and slippery.
Yeah.
You know, texturally, it's beautiful. With the non-filtering and not fining, you can taste that in the wine.
By not doing that, we're leaving all the components naturally in the wine, so a little bit richer and it's not stripped.
It's definitely not stripped. This one is fully clothed.
As well as their day jobs, Ed and Marjorie used to open a restaurant in the front room here one day a week. A tradition I'm quite pleased they've recreated as a one-off for the Ma Maison family today.
I'll take that. Prawns with Chardonnay, pork with Chardonnay, mango with Chardonnay. We've got duck with Pinot, beetroot with Pinot. It all just works beautifully well with Chardonnay and Pinot, every single thing on this table. Food is such a huge part of your life, isn't it?
It actually goes back to my family because every Sunday my dad used to have everyone round for a Sunday dinner.
Yeah. The first time Marjorie cooked that duck and I was here, I fell in love with it, and it always goes well with the Pinot from this vineyard.
Why is it such a good match?
It just is. It's a miracle.
Brilliant. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Beautiful. Cheers.
Coming up, it's time to get schooled in craft beer and glassware. Luke Nicholas has been brewing Epic Brews for 10 years now. That makes him a bit of a craft forefather in New Zealand.
Hey, how's it going? Good, thanks. Could I have 3 Epic Imps, please?
But from his very first brew till his most recent, the awards keep flowing, much like the enthusiasm and the energy of this beer pioneer.
So this is kind of your home turf, really, isn't it? CBD?
CBD.
What was the craft scene like in New Zealand when you first started?
Beer was just, it was about being cold and you could drink one and you didn't have to think about the flavour. Whereas sort of when Epic started with the Epic Pale Ale, the beer was about aroma and flavour. And 10 years ago, that was really, really foreign. There were a lot of imported lagers from all sorts of different countries around the world, but there wasn't anything that really had a lot of aroma and flavour like I'd experienced in California where I was living at the time. In the last 10 years, that's changed so much. Now there's such a diversity of flavour in beer or craft beer. Everyone's just looking for where's the boundary, where's the most bitter beer, where's the most alcoholic beer, where's the most malty beer, where's the sweetest beer, where's the most sort of yeast-forward beer. And it's just like everyone's like looking for that space and pushing that envelope. And when you get into specific cities, you get that real character from that city that all the local brewers influence each other. And you're going, wow, this town's got its own character. Wow, I really like what they're doing with hops, or I really like what they're doing with malt. And you collect all these inspirations, and then you come back and I guess it filters down over some time, and you sleep a bit, and you dream a bit, and one day you wake up and going, wow, you know what? I reckon I could make something from all these things that I thought were really great, and go, I'm going to make this today.
Everyone is singing. So I'm keen to do a bit of learning myself, and Luke has got the perfect opportunity. Vicky and Mike specialise in glasses, and I don't mean beer goggles. We're here at Vivace in the heart of Auckland for a bit of a masterclass on which glass will be the best for your beer.
So it's common knowledge in the wine business that the size and shape of the glassware is going to influence how it smells and how it tastes. But does it ring true for beer? That's what we're here to find out. So the first beer that we've poured is your IPA. So tell me about the beer.
Well, this particular beer is really hop forward. It's going to have a lot of tropical, subtropical fruits in there.
You can really smell it.
Which we can smell from just pouring them. I think we should start with the regular glass that you'd probably get in a regular pub.
If we smell our way through them and see what the aromatics are looking like.
I guess the thing you got to look for is when you've got a glass that goes out like that, it does let all the flavour out. The issue is there's no bowl in it to capture some of those flavours.
It's just, wow, it's so much fresher.
That grapefruit character is really intensified.
So really fine intensifies the fruit flavours, which is what often a bowl like that will do.
Yep.
And then when you go to the third glass, what are you seeing there is the difference?
Hops.
Oh, yeah, more of that kind of herby, hoppy
character.
And what do you want in an IPA?
Herby, hoppy.
Yeah, baby. So when we go back and taste, let's see if there's a difference in that taste as well, whether that follows through in the glass.
Pub glass.
And the finish.
It's way amplified.
Well, I tell you what it does do is the beer lands on a different part of my tongue.
Lands on the whole of your tongue.
Yeah,
goes
as
across
opposed to that, which just kind of puts it right at the very beginning.
So let's see if there's a bit more hoppiness on this glass.
See, that's different again.
How much
Really
smoother is that?
Way smoother. Do you know what? This glass, I thought was pretty good in the beginning, but I've just realised that it actually cuts everything short. So it's almost like you have to keep on sipping to keep the flavours and everything going.
There's a lot of bitterness in there.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and then you
even
get...
though I like that, and then it's quite sharp.
Yeah.
But when you've got that, it's actually opening it up and giving you the whole beverage.
This is making the whole beer more rounded.
Righto, now for something completely different.
Don't be afraid of the dark.
Oh, amazing colour. Beautiful.
Oh, just look at that
I love
action.
that stout brush. It's amazing.
So Imperium, it's a stout. So what should I be tasting and smelling in a stout?
Well, it's not just a stout, it's a big stout. Imperial stout, it's 9% alcohol. Really driven by the malt. It's going to have a lot of chocolatey notes, mocha, coffee.
I'm getting the dry cocoa on this tulip glass actually. That's the beautiful aromas that it's giving me. So let's see where it goes to display on my mouth.
Wow, sweet.
Yes. Rich. The richness is really shining through on that.
I opened it up a lot, eh?
So now this glass that we've got on our far right, this is slightly different. It doesn't have the little finger holes.
Nope. The nose is really exotic.
Truffles and fruit and earthy
Like,
characters.
I'm surprised at how much different flavour I'm getting out of here.
Well, when you
than the
smell
other
these two
glasses.
together, you smell that, it's like the aroma is nothing compared to that.
So the thing is, if you haven't got access to glassware like this, but you want to get the best from your beer, just try finding a really good wine glass, you know, something that has a sort of a tulip shape, then you're at least halfway there.
Look at that.
That's ridiculously good. So what's next?
It'd be a good idea to try our 10th anniversary celebration ale because that's pretty special. It's a barley wine, so there's a lot of malt sweetness and it's pretty exciting.
Look at these. So the celebration ale, tell us about it. What's in it? How'd you make it?
Celebration ale is to celebrate 10 years of Epic. It also celebrates our 1000th brew at the brewery. A lot of thought went into this over a very long time. It's actually got 5 different yeast strains in it, which is really, really unusual. 5 different malts and 5 different hops. Has been designed that can actually age for 10 years, which is
unusual.
It is very unusual. So it's a beer that is actually going to benefit from cellaring.
The little nosing glass, I love that term, makes the beer very, very fruity. Lots and lots of fruit, really aromatic, fresh fruit. Whereas this sort of mini tulip spirits glass, I get more of that, the caramelized grains, you know, that malty note.
More sweetness,
Yeah.
also like sugars.
It's amazing. They are radically different.
Yes.
It's all personal taste. So, I mean, some people might prefer it out of this glass, whereas other people are going to enjoy the purity out of this glass. So, and if you have a sweeter tooth, you might go, shivers, I love it out of this glass. So it is very much a personal thing. God, that's refreshing.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
So there you go. We've done some fantastic beer and glassware matching, and I guess it's about asking to try beers in different glasses. You don't necessarily have to settle for what they give you.
Cheers.
So here's to another 10 years, Epic. Cheers. Hooray. I don't quite know which
This is
one
so
to pick up.
refreshing.